race fans, and welcome to LoPeN running of BMW 3.5-liter Batmobiles. This is the second race that I am covering here, not only from the driver's seat but also from outside. We are taking these lovely rendered cars to Dijon, France, 60 kilometers from the Swiss border, and give or take, that's 37 miles. Now, this track first opened in 1972 after about 3 or 4 years of design and development. It was then first used for Formula One in 1974. Top three in that race were actually some very well-known names, such as the winner, Swiss driver Ronnie Peterson, followed closely by Niki Lauda, and then Niki's teammate Clay Regazzoni. Well, taking this track, it is nice and flowy with lots of elevation changes, a lot of high-speed corners, and very sensitive because it is a very sticky tarmac for our BMWs. There were some people going over, myself included, a little bit of roof time here and there by everyone except, I believe, the top two drivers, or maybe just the top driver from each race. Anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's get into this track, into this race, and see how it wound up. And here is the start of the race. Coming out, everybody is closely packed. I'm in the yellow car going left and right around the outside of turn one, trying to find space, trying to find room. Around the outside, here we go. We're picking up 1, 2, 3, little tap there to Gilles B, but we made it stick, and that brings me up into the top 3 or 4. Down this left-hand sweeper into the hairpin turn. We have Gilles coming down the inside, trying to get by us. I'm going wide, giving him room, and over goes Rick B. Oh my, is he out? We'll have to wait and see till the end of the race. But 3 wide going into the left-hand kink, and I have lost some spaces. Let's see how that looks from inside the car. Here we are in car, lights going out, 3, 2, 1, and 3, 2, 1, and we are off. Here we go. I have a good start on the inside of Gilles B here, going down the middle between Gilles and Agent Smart. Gilles still has me going into this first corner. He's braking. I'm going to the outside. Still 2 tires in track limits. I pick up three spots, so I'm now 4th. Oh, little tap there, left side-by-side racing from Gilles, but I still get the position. And here we go, coming into the hairpin, or left-hand corner. Need to be easy on this going in. Here is the hairpin, the second gear hairpin. If you take a look up, look, there we have Rick Brown. Over he goes, and Gilles, as I'm looking at Rick go over, Gilles takes the position from me. As you can, and I did not get a good run out of that hairpin. As you can see, the entire field, aside from Rick, who's coming back from that rollover, gets by me, and here we go. This is pretty much the last 2 corners of the first lap. We're coming through. Here's the final corner. It's a long right-hand sweeper. You got to be careful. If you push too hard, you will go right off into that sand, and that sand is slippery. First lap, coming down this mile-long front straight, top gear. I am not within.
That was a 1:30.31.
There we go. 1 minute 31 first lap. Let's see the rest of this race unfold. Oh, we see Agent Smart nearly go over. Look at that. But he saved it. He's on 04, but that brings me up to 5th now, right behind Steve and behind Gilles. staying with this, you've seen I've just gone off and back on, a little bit of dirt time. I'm still right with this battle here between Gilles and Steve. It is quite a ferocious battle, if I may say so, even from in-car. I was working hard here through these corners. You can see Gilles locking them up, everybody going a little wide to the second to last corner. And around the final corner, Gilles going inside of Steve from the looks of it, doesn't quite get it. Now we're in some of the slipstream, and you can see we are snaking our way down the front straight. I think someone dropped his keys.
That was a 121.94.
Trying to break the toe as it is, and into corner one, all right together. You can see the different lines through here, but we're making it work. And then through corner two, up onto the turtles. Little late apex into corner three, just to keep it on the track. And we are right behind Gilles. Gilles locking up, getting a little squirrely there. Steve going a little wide. Down here into this little section. And who is this coming down? This is Agent Smart down the outside. He's made it back after taking a little bit of a run and two-wheeling through the dirt, but he has made up the position, and he's back to fifth, pushes me back to sixth, coming down into the left-hand double apex corner after that hairpin of turn 4. Corner, second to last corner here. I'm a little wide. I'm losing ground here. Let's see if I pick it up coming into this corner, the final corner. Slowly on the gas now. We're picking it up, and here we come out of the corner. And what will happen? Through corner one again we go. I'm still behind Gilles, and I believe it is Helvis ahead of Gilles. This means we are still fighting tooth and nail. I've fallen back a little bit looking from the outside camera, but I'm still within range of Gilles. Coming through this long left-hander, I'm off a little bit in the dirt on the turtles. Coming into the second gear, hard right-hand corner. Out, we picked up a little bit of ground on Gilles. I'm a little faster through there. Through again the double apex left-hander. Coming through. Still trying to keep up, but I think I've just let my tires get a little too hot, so I need to sit back a bit, let them cool off. Still trying hard, as you can see from the second to last corner. Now through the final corner. Heading down, this is looking pretty good. Holding a nice line. Car's looking very stable. Oh, it was not Kurt. It was not Helvis. It was Agent Smart, who now hits the pits. That lifts us up a couple of spots. Closing down again on Gilles. This is still getting really good. And who's that in the background? I can't tell right now. It might be Rick B coming back at us after having a little off in the first lap. But again, through the snaking uphill to the left hand now, coming down into the hollow, I guess we'll call this here. I'm really picking up pace right on the end of Gilles' bumper into the hairpin, second gear corner. Now I have a good run. I'm right there in the draft now. Not even a car width between us. I'm going to let Gilles lead the way through here. It's looking pretty good. What is going to happen? Second to last corner. Oh, I'm right there. I am right there, and Gilles is starting to get a little slippery on those rear tires. He's trying hard to keep me behind. Through the final corner, onto the front straight. I am in the draft, looking left, tucking right in there, right behind him. Maybe a sheet of paper's width between my front bumper and his. Here I go. I'm going to the left down the outside. Then to turn one. Am I going to get it? This is always side-by-side action. We're still side-by-side. The pass is now made. What a fight, folks. Look at how we are running here. I don't know how we didn't make that a collision, but it was great room left. Only a little bit. You don't need a lot, but you cannot be rubbing, even though Days of Thunder will say rubbing is racing. Here we are back at the hairpin. Through in second gear, coming out. Oh, Gilles had a good run. I'm not pulling him down this little straight. He's looking to the inside. Nope, he's going to hold off. Down behind me again. Through the double apex left-hander. Gilles is still behind. Coming in the second to last corner. Both well within track limits. Final corner here, coming down to the final, or to the front straight. The kilometer or mile long front straight, I might add. This gives Gilles a whole lot of time to get by. And he had a great run out of that final corner. He's by even before the start finish line. I'm tucking in behind him to try and get that run, that draft one more time. Looking to the right. Am I going inside? No, I'm going to hang back. Still a lot of time left in this race. I don't need to take him right now. Through corner one we go again. Nose to tail. Corner two, nose to tail. I tell you, if this was real life, I would probably be getting sick from exhaust fumes. We are that close. Through the left-hander, downhill into this basin, up to the second gear hairpin at Dijon. Hey, does anyone have some Grey Poupon to go with that? And off of the tire smoking corner, we go down into this little straight into the double apex left-hander again. I'm taking a wider line. It seems to give me a little more of a run going into the second to last corner. Oh, it's close, but Gilles is holding steady. He's always been a hard guy to get past. When he's on, and he's a fast, hard driver. He's keeping it tucked to the inside. I'm trying to let the car run as much as possible. Staying again in the draft down the front straight. Not as close as last lap, but that may be a little bit of unsettling as the aerodynamics take away from the front end grip. I'm looking to the inside again. Oh, I'm going to try and make it work, but this is hard. No, yes, no, yes, no. Side by side. I'm behind a little bit, so didn't make it work. Through corner two, through corner three. That side by side lost me a little bit of ground to Gilles. I'm holding it a little tighter, come out a little wider at the exit, bringing it back to the left, through down again through the gears to second, through the hairpin. This is really more exciting on the outside than it is to watch it from the inside, that's for sure. Double apex left-hander once more. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, I'm over. Into the wall I go. I have to take that into reverse and get back going here. It's easy to have an off at this point, but I'm back going again, and off we go. So, a little bit of off-track excursion. You can see our good friend Rick B going by. Back on the track. See, everything seems to be lost at this point. I'm fifth, 4 seconds behind Rick B, 13 behind Gilles, who we just were watching the outside footage of an amazing back and forth battle. At this point, my thoughts are, we're just going to take this to the finish. Just going to drive it home and enjoy what's left of the 20-minute race. So, as you can see, 1 minute 32 after the off that I just had. But things aren't looking that bad. Through corner one, I'm just under 3 seconds behind Rick B, or Rick Brownhill as it's showing up on screen. GB, or Gilles B, is 12.7 seconds ahead. But there he is, off to your right-hand side. Gilles B off and does his own trip onto his roof. Throws me off a little bit. You can see the car lifting the inside tires to the hairpin. I'm back up to fourth. So does that mean I have a chance at a podium? Oh, not driving like that, I don't. Got to keep it on the black stuff in between the white lines, not over too far. Rick is still just a little over 2 seconds ahead. That little slide off didn't help me very much, but going through the last corner, down the front straight, Rick is within my sights. I can see him. This has been a really back and forth race for a lot of the drivers here today, folks. We haven't seen the leaders because, well, they're so far ahead. How are we supposed to see them? We're just fighting for survival here. We come into the first corner just under a second behind Rick B. Why is he having such a hard time? My thought is he's been driving really well, probably just saving his tires. He should have no problems with grip, and yet, as you can see from the in-car, I am nearly kissing his bumper going through corner 3. Coming here, second gear again, through the hairpin, I am right on the back of Rick. This is surprising to me because he normally is really good at saving tires, driving well within the limits of the car, but also being very fast. So being this close to someone who should, in my opinion, have so much tire left means he has been struggling and running the wheels off of that Batmobile, that BMW, just to get back into the race. And as you can see, I just went around the outside of him on the final corner. And if you look in the rear view mirror, I am running away. I'm gapping him down the front straight a little bit, but I am losing him. And through corner 1, yeah, I'm wide, but I'm still just barely in track limits, and Rick is falling away behind me. So I'm third. I have got my podium. There's really no way I'm going to get up to Billy G or Kurt or Helvis. As you can see, I'm half a second, 30 seconds behind Billy G and 25 behind Kurt. So now it is really just keeping all 4 tires down, driving my line, making sure that we finish this race, getting that podium. It's something I don't do very often. I normally overdrive every car that I'm in. But the last little while, I've been able to rein myself in, make sure I finish the race and finish well and keep the car underneath me. If you look in the rearview mirror, no Rick B behind me, clear sailing behind, clear skies ahead. I'm going to be quiet and we're just going to let you run with me through this final lap. Oh, that was the final lap. There we go. Third place finish. Well done to the leaders and the winners. Well, there you have it. Another exciting race. More exciting than some of the other ones that have been shown in the past. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again next round when we take our BMWs to another historic Formula One circuit. Enjoy the racing. Have a good day. Have a good week. We'll see you next time. Cheers, everyone.